100 tags for the Salvation Army's Angel Tree program are back in the hands of the Salvation Army, but without gifts for children.
Now the Salvation Army is asking for your help to make sure the children still get a gift just in time for Christmas. 13 News Now reporter Megan Shin joins us in the studio. And Megan, how did this happen and how can people still help?
Good question, you guys. Well, the Salvation Army says people return tags without gifts every single year. But this time, one business was unable to fulfill 100 Angel Tree tags that they had adopted. And it's too late for the community to pick up any more Angel Tree tags, but your donations can help fill the void.
More than 100 Angel Tree tags are back at Salvation Army.
Definitely seeing that many tags come back is alarming for us.
Alarming because tags are here without any presents.
It definitely puts a little bit of pressure on us to find sources to make Christmas possible for people.
Melissa Medell is Salvation Army's communication manager. She says Angel Tree is a clothing donation program that helps thousands in Hampton Roads every holiday season. But this year, they need extra help filling their Angel Tree wishes. When you walk around this storage room, you see rows of empty Angel Tree boxes. That's why Medell says they are extending the deadline to accept adopted Angel Tree tags and additional clothing donations until noon on Saturday.
So any size clothing or shoes are greatly appreciated.
New coats, shoes, and clothing will be divided up to appropriately fill the Angel Tree requests.
Piece together outfits for a child in need.
So Salvation Army needs as many clothing donations as possible.
You know, we need clothing and shoes of all sizes, but really the bigger sizes are something we desperately need right now.
That way they can share the holiday spirit with local families in need.
It's an indescribable feeling.
And 13 News Now is a proud sponsor of Angel Tree. You can find more information on where you can make a donation to Angel Tree on our website, 13newsnow.com. And if you're not able to make a physical donation by Saturday, you can go online to make a monetary donation, and all donations will remain in the Hampton Roads community. Megan Shin, 13 News Now.
Right now, a Virginia Beach search and rescue team is searching for an 11-year-old girl. She's Penelope Corbett, and she could be in danger, we are told. She goes by Nellie. We're told a neighbor last saw her around 3:30 this afternoon near her home on Old Virginia Beach Road near the Lincoln Bay area. Police are searching that area right now. Anyone who has seen her should call Virginia Beach Police right away.
The Christmas lights are on at homes and businesses across Hampton Roads, but the weather is not syncing up with that holiday feeling. Jeff, we're talking about spring-like weather tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, tonight, a number of agencies had a technical problem there. We'll get back to Jeff in a moment. Are working together to arrest a fugitive in Norfolk. This has been going on for several hours near Old Dominion University at West 43rd and Killam Avenue.
People who live in the area, including some students, say they haven't been allowed to go home since this afternoon. Chanu Her has been monitoring the situation for several hours. What's the story there, Chanu?
Well, guys, we have been in touch with law enforcement, and they tell us right now they can't update us on what's going on because, as you can see behind me, this is still an active investigation. It's been going on for several hours. But what we do know is that one fugitive is wanted. They've been trying to arrest this fugitive, but it appears he may still be in that house back there. Now, students who've been out here for several hours at ODU, they've been here watching to see what's going on. They tell us they've seen several people throughout the day who've been outside in handcuffs, and they did show us some of the videos that they shot earlier. Among other homes near 43rd and Killam was one house U.S. Marshals and police focused on as they tried to arrest a fugitive refusing to come outside.
I came home around maybe 3-ish, and they wouldn't let me drive through this area at all.
Jonathan Guest was among the many other people swarming the scene, concerned and curious. Their entire block was swarming with law enforcement.
It's been traffic jams and everybody just trying to wait it out and see what happens.
Many of the people waiting around with him are Old Dominion University students. either who live in the dorms across the street or live on the same block. They watched for hours as things unfolded.
When we got here, there were 3 guys in handcuffs on the ground, so we waited a little bit longer, and then as the events unfolded, they had 2 more come out of the house.
Savannah Powell and other ODU students say they saw several people coming out of the house. She shot this cell phone video of guys in police custody while waiting to move her car that was behind police tape. Students say they received an alert from ODU to avoid the area.
We were just like, oh, it's just another alert. So when we pulled up and there was all these police presence, we were just like, oh gosh. So we've been here all day.
Waiting for the last person to come out dragged on. Eventually, police sent in what appeared to be robots after numerous attempts to get the suspect out through a loudspeaker. It appeared nothing came of it. As Monday night crept closer towards midnight, so did the scene. All right, so throughout the night, we have seen a couple of things happening out here as we were out here throughout most of the night. Now, we did see what appeared to be tactical robots get sent into the house and come back out. We have heard over the loudspeaker a couple times law enforcement telling whoever's in the house to come out, that this was the last chance. But again, guys, this is still a very active investigation going on right now. It has been going on, we've been told, since around 2:30, where this area, 43rd and Kellum, has been blocked off. But right now, we are also still working to learn more about what this fugitive is wanted for, where he may be from. And as soon as we find out more information, guys, we'll bring it live to you right here on 13 News Now and also on 13newsnow.com. Live in Norfolk, Chinu Hur, 13 News Now.
Right, a Bible school teacher at a Chesapeake church is headed to prison for 12 years for having child porn. 17-year-old Gerald Lee Porter was arrested earlier this year. Investigators say he had pornographic images of children on his computer. Porter was a longtime member of River Oak Church in Great Bridge, where he volunteered as a Bible school teacher working with children from kindergarten to 5th grade. A judge also ordered Porter to pay a $50,000 fine. The Supreme Court will allow the Trump administration to fully enforce its travel ban. The justices say the policy can take full effect even though there are several lawsuits pending. The ban applies to residents of 6 countries, including Iran, Libya, Syria, and Yemen. Lower courts have said that people who have a relationship to someone in the United States will not be kept out. That includes family members such as grandparents and cousins.
A recent FCC vote to make it easier for phone carriers to transition from copper wire to fiber networks has some people concerned. Industry experts say if phone companies tear up copper wires in rural areas, many people will lose service, including access to 911. The FCC deregulation allows phone carriers to tear down copper wires without replacing it with another reliable service. We're told Verizon is making the transition this year in the Indian Lakes subdivisions and areas off Great Neck Road. We expect the expert we talked to doesn't think there will be any problems in Virginia Beach because other carriers will pick up the slack.
In the past, Verizon, because of the copper line regulations, was mandated to provide wire to these locations, all right, for a matter of public safety. And now by abandoning this, they actually are bypassing that regulation.
So we asked Verizon if they have a solution for people in rural areas. They said customers who have Fios should be fine, and that we are still waiting to hear about other areas where those fiber networks have not been installed.
Virginia Beach city leaders want to hear what your thoughts are about problems that you may have in your neighborhood about flooding. The city is teaming up with Old Dominion University for a series of public meetings. They want to hear your stories and ideas for solutions. It's part of a grant awarded 2 years ago. The information from these public meetings will help city leaders prioritize money for programs. The first meeting was tonight. More meetings are planned, including one this Wednesday night at Cox High School.